My dad passed away yesterday, and the reason I'm making this video is because I have been given the most powerful sense of thankfulness and joy and contentness in the midst of losing one of the closest people in my whole life. And this is a way to share the gospel, and I think what the Lord's done for me is so powerful that I just want to share it, and I want people to share in the hope that I have, you know? So I guess I'll just tell y'all the story. I'll tell y'all everything that happened, because it's a very sad day, but it's also so amazing. So yesterday I'm at work, and I get 2 calls from my brother, and I don't answer it because my older brother normally just calls me when he needs something. And I was working, I was busy, and then my mom texted me and she was like, please answer your brother. So I answered him, and he was just freaking out over the phone and was like, Dad's being rushed to the hospital. I don't know if he's gonna make it. You need to get down here right now. So I leave work and I go to the hospital, and on my way there I am just praying and worshiping and thanking Jesus, because like, I don't know how I have this sense of contentment. It's literally only from the Lord. But I'm on my way there, and I'm like, Lord, whatever your will is, let it be done. Whether he needs to go or whether he needs to stay, whatever it is, like, fully trusting and just fully surrenderance to God, I guess, is what I kind of felt on my way there. And like, I was just worshiping, and like, I was kind of updating people on my phone, texting and driving. Shouldn't have done that, but it's kind of a crazy situation. Might have been justified, who knows. But I was on my way there, and let me pull up this text real quick. So I'm texting my girlfriend, and at 2:53 p.m. I text her and I say I'll keep her updated. Before I send her this text, I'm just like worshiping God, like literally just like praising him, scared but also okay. It's the weirdest feeling. But at 2:53 I sent her that text. I'm like, I'll keep you updated. And it's like, I don't know why I remember this, but like from that moment I just felt at peace, like content. And then like, I'll show you all this picture. Like on my way there, it was almost like in my inner being, it was like in my spirit, I knew my dad had gone, but I didn't know for sure. It was like I knew, but I didn't know. And then I took this picture of the sky. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I took this picture of the sky because it was so beautiful, and I kind of was just like, on my way there, I was like, wow, the sky looks like heaven. And if my dad went up to be in heaven right now, like, it's better than down here. It's like he'll be in relationship with God forever. And I know that my dad was saved. That's an important part of the story, obviously. But yeah, so then the rest of the drive, it's like I feel like my dad might not be alive when I get there. And then I get there, and Shiloh, my 13-year-old brother who found him unconscious in his bed, just tells me he's gone. And it was like the craziest, like, I knew this was coming somehow, but I wasn't sure. And Shiloh was just like all over the place. Like, it's so windy. I hope the audio is not awful, but it was like, I'll wait a second for it to die down. But Shiloh, like, being Shiloh, was just so focused on like getting me into the hospital, and he was like, come on, there's a guy that's gonna talk to you and all this stuff. And I'm like, Shiloh, slow down. And I just reassure him of the gospel, and I reassure him of like Romans 10:9, and I get to tell him how there's no possibility, there's no other way or other place that my dad could be than in heaven right now. Because like Romans 10:9, if you believe in your heart, confess it in your mouth that Jesus was Lord and that he died and rose again, that you will be saved. And I told Shiloh that, reaffirmed him on that. Thankfully got to bring a lot of peace to him, because I mean, he's 13 and just lost his dad, and it's the craziest situation ever. And then, like, the reason I said the time of that text is because Shiloh was like, my dad died at 2:53 p.m. and that was when I texted. It was like after I sent that text to my girlfriend, I just, like, the rest of that ride, I just was like praising and worshiping and thankful and content in the weirdest way, because it was like I knew my dad had gone, but I'm still so thankful. And like throughout this whole process, it's like I've been more focused on thanking God and praising God for saving my dad than I have been focused on the fact that he's no longer with us, you know? Which is something that's absolutely only given by God. It's not something that I would ever naturally think of, obviously. And like, so we get to the hospital, we go in there. My older brother, who's 22 or 23, I think he's 23. No, he's 22, I don't know. He's just like weeping in there, crying, tells me everything, and that's kind of it. We're in there, and then we wait for my older sister to get there. She gets there, she's cussing up a storm like, what the F, what the F? No way, you're lying! Like, so mad, angry. And then, yeah. And then we go see him. I don't know if I should share this, but even, like, my friend Drew said this, because he was here for Ashton, my sister. I mean, he was here for us, obviously, but, like, he was with her, you know? And, he was like, even just looking at your dad, you could just sense and feel that, like, his spirit is up with God. Like, this is his body that he's left behind, and this isn't any longer him, but like, he is up with God right now. And it's just the craziest thing, like, seeing him there. I don't know, I don't want to go into detail because I don't want to, like, freak anyone out, but yeah. He was sick for a few days. They're still running the autopsy, so I don't know exactly what's wrong, what happened, but he died in his sleep, thankfully, so he went out peacefully, I guess, which is great. And then, like, a couple of my friends came, a bunch of my family came, just to, like, be there. But, like, the whole time, I'm like, I told multiple people this, like, the whole time, I'm just like, this is such a sad thing, but at the same time, it's such a not sad thing. Like, this pastor that I like calls funerals a celebration of life, not a funeral, because you're not, like, the focus shouldn't be the fact that they're not with us, but the focus should be the fact that they're in heaven. He would never say that to a person mourning their loved one, but like, that's the hope that we have in Jesus, is that, like, literally, I don't know, it's just this whole, like, process, this whole experience, I guess, like, the Lord has just been so close in comforting me. And I'm not saying, like, I didn't, on the way home, literally run out of tears because I was crying so much just thinking about, like, this man taught me everything I know. He literally raised me, and he was a great dad, a great father, and it's so sad to see him go, but at the same time, it's so, like, happy that we have such an amazing God that death isn't really a thing with Jesus, you know? Like, even Jesus wept when his friend Lazarus died, but that's because he understands the physical pain that we go through, and he understands that, like, we won't see them for a long time. But at the same time, like, you don't die as a Christian, you just go to be with the Father. And it was like, I don't know, it was just so cool getting to, like, comfort everyone with that. And my older brother Bradley, he's like agnostic, so he's like tripping out, sad as heck, doesn't even, like, I don't know, he doesn't have hope, I guess, which is like the reason he's been crying the most out of anyone. And I'm not saying it's wrong to cry or anything, but I don't know, just the reason I'm sharing this is just to tell y'all how the Lord comforted me and gave me peace and contentness, and, like, one of the most crazy experiences ever. Like, I didn't even know my dad was sick, because he's been sick for like a few days. I didn't even know he was sick, and I just randomly got a call, and he went out of nowhere. But thank God for salvation. and it was like, I might be insane. I don't know. I literally don't know how I've just worshiped through this and been so thankful through this. I don't understand it. It's a peace, and it's a contentness that's been given beyond me. Like I don't produce this stuff. I don't produce this peace. I don't produce this contentness. It's all God, and it's all the Lord. And even like the verse of the day was talking about, I'll pull it up because it was a great verse, and it just felt like the whole thing, it felt like the Lord was like with us, comforting us the whole time, which is just the craziest thing. Well, I lost it because it's no longer that day. I should have highlighted it or something, but it's talking about like, we don't focus on the things that are seen, but we focus on what is unseen, and like not putting this, going beyond it, but not putting your faith and your trust in what is temporary in the world, but putting your faith and trust in what is eternal, what is forever, which is heaven, which is Jesus, God. Like, that's it. I just want to share my experience of hope and joy and peace, and it's like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm talking right now, but it's like half the time it doesn't even feel real. Half the time it's like I'm in a dream or I'm in a movie. It's weird because it's like such a sad thing that's happened, but it's such an amazing thing that's happened at the same time. And somehow the thankfulness and the joy that I've received and the thankfulness I've shown to God with my dad's salvation has like outweighed the sorrow and the grief of my dad passing. I don't know if that's, I feel like that's probably not normal. I feel like I'm insane or I'm crazy or something, but that's it. My dad's gone to be with the Lord, and I'm so okay with that. I even told like my family, I was like, whatever he was here to do, whatever God sent him to the earth to do, he's definitely fulfilled it. Like, he's raised us kids, and like, not perfectly, but like he's led us to the Lord. He's showed us like he's just showed us everything, you know? And it's like, whatever he was here to fulfill, I believe he did. And I believe that's why it's not such an awful thing that he's gone to be with the Lord, because he's fulfilled his purpose here. I really believe he did. And that's it. I don't know. I still don't understand everything. I still feel weird. If anyone's watching this and you've sent a text, or even like in the group me saying you're praying for me, or even that GoFundMe, like every single thing that people do like brings me to tears because it's so kind. Like, just listen to a voicemail or a voice recording that Michael Marinville sent me, and it was just so kind. And it's like everything that everyone does, with whether it's even a simple text or like giving money. I don't even care about money right now, but I don't know what the funeral is going to be like. That's a whole process, but everything that everyone's doing is so kind, and it means the world to me. It's like I was in the hospital, and I would gather myself and stop crying, and then someone would send me a text, and I would just like start bawling. And it's like, I don't know. I talked to like a couple people, and they're like, yeah, when I lost someone, when people would send me a text like that, I hated it, and I was so mad because it made me think about it. But it's like, I don't mind it. I don't mind, like, it's so nice when people send me texts, because it's like, wow, these people care for me, they're praying for me, they're with me, and all of this. And it's like, it's made me so thankful. This like, even the leaders, the youth leaders group me, and like Holly put it in like the worship team group me, it's like this community that's behind me, and this church that I'm a part of, and everyone that's standing with me, that's like praying for me, that's just standing with me, is like the most amazing thing ever. It's just something to be so thankful about in this time. And I don't know, I could probably yap forever, but I don't want to bored y'all. I've been doing okay since yesterday. I just like went and got dinner with my girlfriend, talked about everything, just hung out, went to bed, woke up this morning, and it's like, yeah, it sucks to think about it, but it also is so awesome to think about it. I'm like shivering right now because it's so cold. It's windy right now, but that's it. God is so good, and God has drawn near to me in this time, and he's been closer than ever, and he's comforted me like I could never even ask for, which is why I'm so thankful, which is why I'm sharing this, because like the Lord is literally, like, he's just so amazing. Like any pain and suffering that ever might happen, Jesus will take away when we go to be with him. And that's it. I just wanted to make this video, share the gospel, share my experience, share what God has to bring, you know, share the power and the weight of the gospel, and like Jesus is the Prince of Peace. I've been able to see this so clearly, and it's like my dad went on like the most beautiful day. The sky was just so amazing. It's just like God has given me so many things to be thankful about in one of the hardest times of my life. So that's it. That's all. I'm gonna go, I don't know, we're gonna evangelize later. Hopefully it goes good. Hopefully I'm not like crying the whole time. I don't know. Surprised I haven't cried in this video. I've been able to hold it together, but yeah, I'm excited to evangelize. It honestly is like, this experience has made me so hyped to evangelize, just because like I've never experienced someone so close to me die and get to partake in the gift of Jesus, you know? Like I talk about salvation every day, and I talk about how when we die we're going to go be with the Lord because of his grace and because of our faith in him, because of everything he's done. But I've never actually experienced it, and I've never actually had someone so close to me like partake in that gift and go be with Jesus forever. So getting to see that, getting to see that, whatever, has just given me such an amazing perspective of like how real it is, you know? It's like I knew the gospel was real, but getting to see someone literally die and go be with Jesus forever, especially my dad, is like so amazing. I've been thanking God for my dad all day today and all day yesterday, and it's just so amazing. I can never explain how thankful, how grateful I am for Jesus, you know? So that's it. I hope y'all don't think I'm crazy for finding so much joy in such a hard time, but that's it. I keep saying that's it and then talking again. I think that's all I was going to talk about. It's a beautiful day, thank God. If you don't know the gospel, Jesus offers us eternal life in him, just simply by putting your faith in him, putting your trust in him, and that'll lead to following him. When you believe in Jesus, you'll live a life that reflects Jesus. Jesus wants to save you, he wants relationship with you, and that's it. That's the story of how my dad died and went to be with Jesus. He didn't even die, he literally just went to be with Jesus. He went to be with the Lord, and that's it. The Lord's comforted me greatly, and I'm so thankful. Thank you to everyone who sent any kind of message, anything ever. It's so nice, so kind. It means the world. See y'all later.